Emmerdale confirms another death set to shock viewers in a powerful 2026 trailer. A brand new Emmerdale trailer has given fans a glimpse of dramatic storylines on the horizon, including the revelation of a character's death and the return of a familiar face to the village. The preview also hints at what lies ahead for Graham, following his jaw-dropping reappearance during the recent Corriedale crossover. The footage suggests that Beowulf will make his way back to the village, despite Paddy's worries that he is still emotionally fragile after his terrifying experience involving Ray and Celia. Bear is eventually located by Ruby and Caleb, and although he avoids direct language, he makes it clear to Ruby that Anya is no longer alive. The trailer implies that this revelation sparks a police probe, which ultimately leads to the discovery of Anya's remains, weeks after her death. Meanwhile, viewers see a tense moment as Graham unexpectedly confronts Kim Tate. Just moments earlier, Kim confidently tells her step-grandson Joe, "You can't bring someone back from the dead." Her words are immediately challenged when Graham appears and ominously responds, "That's exactly where you're wrong, Kim." Cain Dingle is also placed firmly in the spotlight, as he's shown attending a hospital visit while facing an unsettling medical diagnosis. This teaser marks the first in a series of 4 promotional trailers teasing upcoming Emmerdale storylines, all stylishly presented by Lisa Riley and Bradley Riches, dressed in Traitors-inspired outfits. Executive producer Laura Shaw commented that Corriedale delivered a dramatic start to 2026 for Emmerdale, with the January 5th episode gripping audiences through major twists, such as Graham's unexpected return, Ray's sudden death, and Cain's alarming diagnosis. She added that the drama is only just beginning, promising a wave of high-impact episodes in the weeks ahead that will build on the explosive Corriedale crossover events. Andrew Scarborough, who portrays Graham, recently shared his thoughts on reprising the role after being away from the show for 6 years, as well as what viewers can expect between Graham and Kim. He explained that while the pair constantly clash, there remains a deep emotional connection, describing their relationship as intensely magnetic and impossible to resist, even though it's equally destructive. Emmerdale continues to air on ITV1 every weeknight at 8 p.m, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX. Fans can find additional Emmerdale spoilers by visiting the show's dedicated homepage. For weekly exclusives, including interviews, behind-the-scenes gossip, spoiler-filled discussions, and fan theories, listeners can tune into Inside Soap Magazine's Soap Scoop podcast. This week's episode covers major soap twists, from Debbie's secret in Coronation Street to the return of Mark Fowler Jr. in EastEnders. Emmerdale producer teases explosive storylines as grim discoveries shake the village. When Emmerdale producer Laura Shaw hinted last year that the Corriedale crossover was only the opening chapter of a huge year ahead, it certainly caught my attention. And it's clear she wasn't exaggerating. Following the dramatic motorway crash that brought the Dales residents together with the Coronation Street cast, viewers have already witnessed Graham Foster's unbelievable resurrection, Beowulf taking Ray Walter's life, and Cain Dingle receiving a devastating cancer diagnosis. Now, a newly released teaser makes it clear that the intensity isn't easing anytime soon, with Shaw promising a wave of top-tier television still to come. Upcoming episodes will see Victoria Sugden dealing with the consequences of killing John, Moira Dingle battling for her freedom, and Kim Tate facing a revelation that leaves her completely stunned. The first of 4 major trailers focuses on the long-awaited moment when Graham finally steps out of the shadows and reveals himself to a village convinced he's dead. The former SAS heartthrob is set to arrive at Home Farm, leaving Joe Tate utterly shaken by his sudden appearance. Joe hasn't exactly been playing fair, so will Graham confront him, or could the pair once again find themselves on the same side? As for Kim, conflict is all but guaranteed. Andrew Scarborough has described Graham and Kim's bond as toxic, yet full of love, suggesting there are unresolved tensions still simmering beneath the surface. After all, Kim once attempted to have him killed, which does make things rather complicated. Elsewhere, Cain is shown weighing up his treatment choices following his confirmed diagnosis. Unfortunately, that isn't the only challenge ahead for him, raising serious questions about what the future holds. Speaking about what's ahead, Laura Shaw said that Emmerdale launched 2026 in dramatic fashion, with the January 5th episode captivating audiences through major twists including Graham's shock return, Ray's sudden death, and Cain's life-changing news. She added that the drama is only just getting started, revealing that the coming weeks will deliver a string of explosive episodes, building on the fallout from the Corriedale events. Emmerdale actor Joshua Richards hints at a harrowing road ahead for Bear as inner darkness takes hold. Following a gripping three-character showdown between Bear Wolf, Paddy Kirk, and Dylan Penders that brought a dramatic Emmerdale week to a close, and finally answered the question of who killed Ray Walters, it felt like the right moment to speak with Joshua Richards, the accomplished actor whose portrayal of a traumatized, manipulated victim has earned widespread praise from viewers and critics alike. For weeks, audiences were led to believe that Bear had been brutally killed by the sinister Celia Daniels. As a result, his dramatic return, arriving just in time to rescue his son Paddy from the dangerously unstable Ray, was greeted with relief and celebration from fans. "It's genuinely moving," Joshua told me during an interview with Metro. "People from my local area have come up to me saying, 'You're not allowed to die, Bear can't be gone or we'll riot.' And I just say, I honestly don't know what happens next, and even if I did, I couldn't tell you." He laughed as he recalled a moment on set. "I walked into the canteen wearing a suit while filming, and someone said, 'Why are you dressed like that?' I replied, 'I've just been let out of the box.'" Joshua added that the public response has been incredibly touching, with many fans clearly upset at the mere possibility of Bear no longer being part of the show. When Bear fatally restrained Ray in a desperate moment, it was clear he had no real awareness of what he was doing until it was already too late. Although Ray is gone, the psychological scars left by both him and Celia remain firmly embedded. Joshua warned that Bear's recovery will be anything but quick. How he moves forward is still uncertain, he explained. "It's going to be slow and painful, and I'm really excited to explore that complexity with the writers, producers, and directors to discover where this journey leads and which directions it might take." He revealed that filming has already hinted at Bear's unstable state. "Today I've been shouting at Paddy again, so maybe that's a sign he's slipping back into old habits. But he's definitely not okay yet. This is something that will take a long time to process." Discussing Bear and Paddy's bond, Joshua described it as ever-changing. Their relationship shifts constantly, sometimes fragile, sometimes affectionate, sometimes strained, sometimes uplifting. Working with Dominic Brunt is a privilege. It's an honor to share scenes with him. Despite the darkness, Joshua believes there's still hope ahead. That's the nature of long-running drama. Every day offers a chance for renewal. Characters can't remain stuck forever, or none of us would ever move on. He joked, "I hope that's the case anyway. Otherwise, I'll be sending my CV to Coronation Street or EastEnders. In a perfect world, justice would prevail and everything would magically fall into place. But real life rarely works like that." However, consequences may fall on others. Moira Dingle, for instance, could end up shouldering the blame for Ray's death, even though Bear's actions were unintentional. With Bear not thinking clearly and Paddy fiercely protecting him, the opportunity to set the record straight may slip away. Joshua reflected, "Right now, the list of suspects is growing by the day. Any one of them could step forward and say, 'I did it,' and probably get applauded. But that's not how real heroes are made." For Bear, he added, there's no sense of heroism at all, only a frightening darkness that's emerged inside him as a result of what he's done. While the storyline involving Ray and Celia has now concluded, Joshua was keen to praise Joe Absalom and Jay Griffiths, saying their contributions won't soon be forgotten by either the audience or the Emmerdale team. "It's been an absolute joy," he said. "I was absent from the show for months to make Bear's disappearance believable, and when I returned, I got to work closely with Joe Absalom, which was fantastic. He continued, Joe is a true professional. Knowing that both of us came to set fully prepared meant we could really explore the material, even though the subject matter was incredibly dark. Joshua credited the wider production team for making the experience rewarding, despite its intensity, adding that both Joe Absalom and Jay Griffiths are deeply missed on set. Jay brought such warmth to Celia, he said. She added something special to our little family, and we miss her enormously. Running a drug and human trafficking storyline alongside each other was a bold risk for Emmerdale, tackling heavy themes of abuse and exploitation. While some viewers found the scenes difficult to watch, the overwhelming response has been positive, proving the emotional power of soap storytelling. Joshua said he felt honoured to be part of such an important narrative. It's a testament to our producers, writers, script editors, and our collaboration with the Salvation Army that this story was handled with such care and purpose, he explained. In a modern world where exploitation still thrives, whether through online scams or manipulation of vulnerable people, it's frightening how history seems to repeat itself. He concluded by reflecting on the broader message. Those who abuse trust, labour, innocence or disability haven't disappeared, they've simply changed how they operate. So what lies ahead for Bear? Could happiness eventually return? Joshua smiled thoughtfully. I'd love to see the lighter side of Bear come back. The humour, the warmth, the family moments with Mandy, Paddy and Dylan all under one roof again. Hopefully, one day, the laughter can return. Emmerdale airs on weeknights at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.